Good morning and welcome to the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey on my third take of my morning video. First one, I had marbles in my mouth. Second one, I had a friend that decided to take up residence in this tin birdhouse, which I had to get my husband to come back and get the wasp. So now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's begin in the back. We are visiting with our two newest vendors, Pear Tree Home and Country Roads. They are both 20% off items not marked firm. Country Roads is a vendor which has been with us in the past, and she's now retired, so has more time now to spend over here at the Gray Barn. So many of these items can ship. These we will not be shipping unless you want to pay a substantial overcharge fee, which the post office does do because of the size of the boxes, not the weight, but the size. So you would take the 20% off the $39 on that one, and you can see she has a note there, missing glass on the side. And this one has a dent on the top, that's $29. Now, we have made sure nobody's living in this tin birdhouse for you anymore. It has a hook for a hanger. It is tin, as you can hear. It does have a bottom, and that is $14.40. And the 20% off is off the lowest price. So she didn't write the word firm after that 20, so that'd be $16 for that. Okay. No pack there for $4 for the cards. And this would be $11.20 for the lady. This is a plain white porcelain. That's a nice platter for just $9.60. That is a nice Johnson Brothers platter. This interesting little sugar bowl for just $16, $11.20 on that three-piece set. Beautiful swan. $14.40 on that. That's a larger glass swan. And if you see anything in this video or past videos that you need more information on, you wish to purchase, please feel free to reach out to me. You can either, comments I don't always see on here, so just $12 on that nice old ironstone casserole, no lid. Just right below are our email as well as our Facebook and Instagram information, which you can always reach out to us on those. Facebook messages I see instantly because it's on my phone. It pops up on my computer. It pops up everywhere. Instagram I only see when I do have my phone, so if I'm ringing, I'm not going to see it right away. So if you are on Facebook, please be sure to like and follow our page. We also do Wednesday night Facebook Lives, although we're not doing one this Wednesday night coming up because we have our weekend special event next week. So we're not doing any of those that coming Wednesday. So this here, we've moved on to her neighbor. This is Country Roads. That's $16 for that. Let's see. Heart-shaped key is $14.40. $16 on that tool. $16 on that little basket with the handles. The bell back there. That's $20. $20 on the tin candle holder. Now this is a really good deal. This guy, he's only $6.40. It is newer, but not super new, and just a great color. Nice dark yellow on the cow creamer. And we can ship most of these items. That's $5 on that, and these are cards made into little blocks. Very cute. This was Groton, Connecticut. Is the souvenir box. Very cute little cedar box there. We're going to head on up to the front room after we do this. That's just $6.40 for that cute little trinket box. Newer mushroom canister, but still very cute. Just $14.40. All that banging you hear is the gym in the back. They're dropping weights out there, so that's what all that sound is. We are not going to ship the clock. We don't ship things like the clocks and the train locomotives because there's too many pieces inside that can jiggle around when they're moving through the post office, and we're afraid of damage and they won't get to you in working condition. I want to check this one. On this set of 6 is still here. They're just $8, as is $4.80. So we have some condition issues on that. So we're going to head on up front. We'll be going through all these other booths and bookcases again at another time. And let's head up front. And if you see anything as I'm walking along, please do not hesitate to inquire about those items. I just need a timestamp or a very clear screenshot. And of course, like I said, you can email us that if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, or feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook or Instagram account. All that information is right down below in our bio. It's not so echoey up here because the ceiling's lower in the front. We're going to hit these bookcases up here really quick. I try to keep these at 10 minutes. So here we have on the left where you see like the toys in the pop culture is our vendor Vintage Crush. And on the back wall, coming back to us soon, is our Snowbird, Betty's Treasure. She's 20% off. Everybody I've shown you currently is 20% off items not marked firm. Pretty much all of our vendors do offer discounts. The only two who do not are the general store, which is where we have all our fun, nostalgic candies and stickers and all those kind of things, and our train guy. And he's actually in-house discounts the weekend. We have 6 special events this year, and next weekend, May 3rd and 4th, is our first one, our spring market. And our train guy is actually 10% off on those weekends. So, and our neighbor next door at the Andover Village that has all the great statuary out there, she'll be also having a big sale inside and out. She has 2 fun buildings filled with a lot of great vintage primitive finds, and she has all the great statuary, water fountains, all those kind of things. $24 on that set. A lot of great things. $12 on the Budweiser tap. $17.60 on that. She does have some HO trains. I think some couplers and stuff are missing on a couple. Here's a nice glass reamer for just $11.20. Nice little creamer sugar set with the tray for just $9.60. Remember my mom had that one. I think she got it at A&P with the when they would do those things way back in the day when you could get your dishes there. I know a lot of people got their cornflower blue that way. And of course you have the Cronin, they call it Cronin, but I don't think that was the actual brand, the Tulip one that you see. That was also a supermarket special. All right, so this is Betty's Treasures here. And now we're going to slowly turn so we're not giving vertigo to everybody. And check out these other bookcases in the middle here. Now here we're going to have a couple of different discounts. Here we have the hip chick who we visited with yesterday. She has a bookcase here and a shelf in a locked case. She has 30% off items not marked firm. And to keep it simple, we're going to turn around that corner and we are going to head on over to Belmont Farmhouse, whose booth we visited with last week, I believe, who's also our other 30% off vendor items not marked firm. So, and that's the same price, PayPal, cash, credit card in the shop. We don't differentiate any discounts or add any fees on credit cards. So what you see is what you're going to get as a discount, no matter how you're paying. Right? And this here is Belmont Farmhouse. As you can see, she's also 30% off. And for our local folks, these 2 ladies go to 40% off on next Saturday and Sunday off their items not marked firm. So I hope to see a lot of you at our spring marketplace. I know I've made arrangements with a lot of our people who are picking up local items to come in next weekend to get their items. So never a problem to do that. And then we're going to move on over here to the Rowan tree. And she has a 20% off. Items not marked firm. So again, I'm just kind of glancing over these items. So you would just need to reach out to me to get pictures, pricing. A nice big poo on the top. He is missing his t-shirt. He is just $5 firm. She just marked him down. And these, I can't believe, are still here. Just $3 for this beautiful green glass. And then the pair of the amethyst are just $6. So no matter how you break it down, they're just $3 each. We're going to turn this corner now. We're going to turn a corner. And this here is our Cavalier Collectibles. And we're back to our 20% vendors. There's a tray I've never seen before. Vicks Cold Medicine. Just $5.60. You could serve your kids medication on that one. And I'm just kind of trying to go at a nice slow clip so you can both get the timestamps or you can zoom in and send me screenshots of what you need more information on. Always my pleasure to answer any of your questions. $11.20 on that cute little juice set right there, little tomato juice set. There's a nice Oilers, a couple little tins. Those are $5 each on the onion flakes and the 3-in-1. This is actually a thumb oiler. It still has the applicator on there, and that one's just $9.60. And then we're going to make the turn, and we are going to come across Burning Sensation Antiques, vendor code UGMO, also 20% off, and we have visited with their multiple booths over the last few weeks as well. You can see a lot of our vendors have multiple spaces, and most of them want more. So now this has a crack at the top, as you can see. That's just $12. And we always point out all the flaws on the items. We don't just ship you willy-nilly things that have cracks or chips or whatever. I go over it when I bring it up to the front of the counter and make sure that you're aware of any possible condition issues which might affect your plans on purchasing. And then the last one that we're going to visit with this morning is vendor code Beth, and this is new to you, and she has 2 more bookcases in the back and a shelf in the lock case. So both of those are $8 and they become $6.40 each. And we do use Pirate Ship to ship your items. We are zip code 07821, so you can play around with that to get an idea of what it will cost to ship to you. We use USPS, and we add about $1 on, or we round up depending on, if it's ounces and it's like $5.50 and the post office is charging $7, we might round it up to $6. But we do add like $1 just to kind of cover, especially on larger packages, which sometimes take my husband half an hour to an hour to package up some of your treasures. If you get a lot of stuff, especially the breakables, which you can see we have a lot of those in here. So, but we're not going to fleece you on shipping costs. We do use brand new bubble wrap, or very clean. Some of our vendors are able to find it and bring it in. And we do use biodegradable peanuts. They are made of cornstarch, so you can absolutely use them in your gardens, or just put them down the sink and dissolve them, or of course, reuse them. So, all right, this was the front room. We visited with many vendors this morning. We started with Pear Tree Home, then Country Roads, then we came into here, and we visited with Betty's Treasures, Belmont Farmhouse, The Hip Chick, our Rowan Tree, Cavalier Collectibles, New to You, Burning Sensation Antiques, Belmont Farmhouse. So we hit a lot of the vendors. Our shop is 3,600 square feet. Our vendors are constantly bringing in more treasures for you. Many of them come in 2 or 3 times a week to restock. We do our Facebook Lives on most Wednesday nights. If you go to our event tab on our Facebook page, you'll see when the next one is. It's the first Wednesday in May will be our next Facebook Live. I don't know how many videos I'll be doing next week on here. There might be a lot of shorts, and you can still shop those. I'm not sure if we can get them shipped out next week. As I said, we'll be getting ready for our weekend event. So I'm going to just step back and walk out here and leave you with just our front of our shop here. And then just show you that this is our spring market. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you as always for taking some time out of your busy day and spending it with the Gray Barn.